talk about today is when people are promoting that they will pay for someone's membership. Okay, our membership is $34.95 a year, and that's not very much. So I know a lot of people promote that it's only $34.95 to join Plexus, and that's all it is. But there are 2 welcome kits that people can purchase, which is the best deal for them, $99 and $199, incredible deal for them. And that's the best way for people to start. But when people promote that they will pay someone's membership or they'll reimburse them, it's one thing to promote that publicly, and it's another thing to say that to someone in private. And I am an independent Diamond Ambassador with Plexus. This is not Plexus Worldwide's policies or take on this. This is my take on this. So I hope you understand that. But when you promote on, for example, your Facebook page, or you're running an ad and you're saying that you will reimburse someone's membership, or if you'll join with me, I'll pay your $34.95. When you're doing that publicly, what you're doing, even though you may not realize it, is you are actually soliciting others, perhaps influencing other people's thoughts on joining with you versus maybe who they've been purchasing from. You have to be really, really careful when you're doing this because, you know, obviously, think about it. If I'm a consumer, and if I was going to purchase something and I saw, you know, it's $35 from this person, or it's free with this person, if I had been buying from this person, I would want to be loyal to that person. But then I look over here at this person promoting it for free. So what am I going to do? I'm going to ask my person, well, why aren't you promoting it free? And it puts that person in an awkward position. So no matter what you think, you are influencing people's thoughts and putting people in an awkward position when you do promote that publicly. It's fine to, you know, if you feel in your heart that, you know, you need to pay someone's membership, I mean, that's your call. If you feel like $34.95 would, you know, if you paid that for them, that they would run with this and that's the only thing holding them back, then do that, but do it privately. You know, most of the time, in general, $34.95, if someone wants to do that bad enough, they'll come up with $34.95. There's a way, you know, there's a way. There are exceptions to every rule. I do believe that. There's nothing in stone. Nothing is black and white in this kind of business when you're dealing with people. But that's my take on that as far as a public versus private. $34.95, you know, you post that and you're going to have some that jump on board with the wrong people, and then what happens then is it affects their duplication. It affects, you know, can they do that for everybody? Can you do that for everybody? That's a big thing. I may have these out of order because I'm going to jump to number 3 actually. But when you do that for one person, you've got to be able to not only do it for, you know, if you're running this for a period of 2 or 3 weeks or a month or a week, you got to be able to do it for everybody. Plus, then your people that you've sponsored, they think they've got to do that. And it's just a continualization of where does it end? Where does it stop? To me, the best part of our business is the duplication. I love to keep this business simple and duplicatable. And you always ask yourself, no matter what you say to something, is what I'm about to say duplicatable? And if it is, then say it. If it's not, I wouldn't. It also decreases the value in the business instantly. Whether you know it or not, when you give something away, and you guys, most of you know now how I feel about giving away trials. I have given away trials to people before. I have given away product based on, I lead with my heart. But on the most part, and especially in the beginning of the business, I thought, well, if I give trials, you know, the $12, $11.95 trials, you know, people will try it and they'll want the 30-day product. What I would find was those people that didn't pay for the trials, it was still sitting on their kitchen bar a week later, or they lost it, or they took it one day and forgot to take it the next day. There's something about it when people pay for something, there's value to that. for them. So I feel the same way about the business. The minute that you say it's $34.95, but I'll pay for it, you've just said we have the best business in the whole entire world, the best comp plan ever, but it's too expensive, so I'll pay for it. And then they get in and there's no value to free. And 9 times out of 10, they're the people who they don't do a lot with it. Now, again, there are exceptions to every rule. I'm just saying my experiences, not just in Plexus, but in all my other businesses. I've been in sales my whole life, since 19. That's all I've done. So I found this to be true in everything else I've ever done. Okay, so another thing that it does, when you can't duplicate the business, it causes kind of a halt in your business. Because mentally, your attitude changes, because if you can't duplicate this, but you're having to reimburse $35 here and there and everywhere, you're starting to have to take out of your paycheck. And you may make a $500 check, but you've got to reimburse 8 people for $35. Where do you think your attitude is in that picture? So think about that. I was always taught in all my life in sales never to lower the price of your product, but better yet, build up the value of your product. Don't ever apologize for the price. Build the value instead. And I've been taught that in every single business I've been in. I sold mobile telephone service a few years ago, and that was a big thing I learned. Instead of, try to sell the value of a smartphone to everyone and show them how it could save them money. It's the same way with Plexus. Build the value in the product, how, it could lower your medication intake. It could lower your doctor visits. If it gets you healthy, helps the weight come off, it could lower this. You won't want to eat as much junk food. So build the value in that rather than saying, well, it's $34.95 to join, plus you can do a welcome kit for, say, $99 or $199, and then you start apologizing. Better yet, build the value and why it's such a great value. Why is the $199 such a great value to people? Because one of the $199 kits, they get 3 sets for the price of 2. So it really makes sense. So I hope that you'll take this and run with it. And again, this is just my take on this. I know that Helen and I both were brought in the same day, and Sheila Medina did a lot of our training, and she always said, never apologize for the price. Our value is incredible. Look at what people get from this. And so I've just never been one in believing in giving away a membership. But again, if you feel led to do that, just do it privately and not publicly. I hope you have a great day.